Good morning to all. The previous day we studied about the different types of problem solving method and how to write algorithm. So today we are going to study about the representation of algorithm. So there are mainly two methods for representing algorithm. First one is flowchart and the next one is pseudocode. So flowchart and pseudocodes are the two important representations of algorithm. So the main thing of algorithm is, so we just write the step by steps. So next step is we need to convert that steps to a particular type of representation, either using flowchart or using pseudocode. So here in the case of both the two method, so it just specify the logic of problem excluding any implementation details, which means that we does not provide any how to implement this particular application. We does not provide like that type of information. We just show the flow of execution only, so it clearly reveals the flow of control during the execution of program. So first one is flowchart. So flowchart means it's a visual representation of algorithm. So during the flowchart design, we use boxes, diamonds and other shapes and connected by different types of arrows. So each shape is represents a steps of solution and the arrow represent the order of link among the steps. So we can see the different flowchart symbol. So first symbol is oval symbol. So it represents the start or ending statement. So it is also called a terminator symbol. So it indicates where the flowchart is start and where it is ends. So next one is rectangle. So the function of rectangle is process. Process means if you use any kind of operations like c is equal to a plus b, c is equal to a into b, such a type of operations are we represented inside the rectangle, that is called process. So it represents a process, action or a single step. So third one is diamond. Diamond means decision. Decision means, for example, in order to find among largest among two number, we check that a greater than b, or another problems like if the amount one is greater than amount two. Such a type of decision cases we use that diamond symbol. So it is also known as a branching. So a decision symbol has two branching, like a true case and a false case. For example, if I will show one example here. So look at that. Here the flowchart to find the largest among two number. So just to look at only the decision box. So here we input two number, then check that if the number one is greater than number two. Oh, there is a decision is there. So it contains a yes and no part, which means a true and false part. If the number one is greater than number two, then we can say that the number one is largest. Otherwise we can say that the number two is largest. So such a type of check-in cases or decision making cases we use diamond. So next one is called parallelogram. Parallelogram shape is used for input and output. So if anything we need to input from the keyboard, we use parallelogram, or anything we need to output through the screen, we use the print statement. All the print statement and all the input statement we use parallelogram. So these are the main flowchart symbols, and all the symbols are connected by using arrows. Arrows means the connector to show order of the flow between the shapes. So these are the main shapes or symbols to draw flowchart. So we can solve one on one example, like write an algorithm to find the square of a given number. So in order to find the square of a given number, the input to become, so we need to input one number, then the exact process is multiply that number by itself, then only we get the square. So then output to become the square of the number. This is the input and process and output. So after that we need to write the algorithm. Algorithm means step one is input a number and store it to num variable. So we take the input from the keyboard and store it to the num variable, num. Then step 2, find the square, means num into num, and store that values into another variable is called square. So our process is over. Then we need to print the output, to print a square, because the num into num is stored in the square. The third step is to print that square. So this is the algorithm. Then we need to identify that how